really wanted to experience a small liberal arts education in a larger metropolitan area, and Oxy perfectly fit that picture.
My first semester, I obviously had never lived away from home for such a significant period of time before, and I didn't get the classes I want, which I was really disappointed with at the time. But instead, I managed to get these other classes that really opened up a lot of new passions for me. I even took a painting class, which was very interesting. I had never really been an artistic person before.
It's like a brand new experience, obviously, for everybody. I learned a lot of things about myself, like both academically and socially.
I remember talking with a lot of my friends about COVID like before it had happened, when I was on spring break, kind of talking with my friends, seeing it get worse, seeing other places be sent home, and kind of preemptively saying like, why don't I stay where I'm vacationing for spring break for a little bit longer?
I think most international students have to face the decision of like flying back or not because of like the borders and stuff and things developing very quickly. I remember distinctly, I do not want my parents to worry if I'm ever dead in the US. So I think it was a good call to fly back to Malaysia. So I spent like 1.5 years my remaining of spring first year and the entire sophomore year and summer, 2 summers back in Malaysia. So did more productive things virtually.
I left the country for like a year, so most of my sophomore year I was living in Ethiopia, which was also really nice, and it wouldn't really have been an experience that I would have had if the pandemic didn't happen. But it was very hard to like stay in touch with people and like see your friends and talk to your friends every day.
Zoom was very much like both my best friend and my worst enemy. I would wake up at like 7:55 for my 8 a.m. class and just like turn on my camera and then turn it right back off.
Coming back to campus junior year, I think it was a lot, but at the same time, it was really nice to be back and see the people that you were friends with in person finally. I was really happy when I got back.
It was kind of a rough transition, not knowing a lot of my professors the way that I do now that I've had in-person classes for so long. Because of the size of Oxy, because it's so small, it's been much easier to connect with my professors.
We had kind of gotten familiar with the faces on campus. It's not a big campus. But then when we came back, there's these 2 whole new grades of underclassmen who we've never seen before. So instead of being acclimated to them slowly, it felt like suddenly the campus was full of strangers. It was a little awkward for the first month or so, but after that, I kind of just like fell back into the routine of being an Oxy student.
The biggest adjustment was being in class in person, because the remote learning was just such a different atmosphere. Being back in person, I think it was a lot harder, but being back with everyone else was like such a reward.
I feel like everybody was just very excited to be back. There was just a lot of reunions. I hadn't seen some really close friends for like 2 years. That was really fun to like just reunite with people. It does kind of show like how much they mean to you.
Through my past 4 years at Oxy, I've learned how important it is to be your authentic self, to show up for others, to take advantage of every opportunity, and to be grateful for all that comes your way.
One of the most memorable days that I've had on campus the past 4 years is probably hosting Apollo Night my senior year. It was kind of like a great continuation of a legacy event that people have had for the past like 20 years.
Well, I'm really gonna miss campus. Oxy's just such a cozy little spot. It really does feel like home. I'll definitely miss the tennis courts.
I think having so many people that you know and love being so close to you and so reachable at all times is something that you probably never get again after college, and I think I'm definitely gonna miss that a lot.
I have a lot of faith in our class to be able to impact the world on a variety of scales, whether that's on a very like high level like policy, changing the world from that perspective, or just connecting one-on-one with other people. I think that our class has a lot of potential, and I don't think any of it's going to go to waste.
On graduation day, I'll probably be just thinking about my friends. For us, it's like our one last hurrah to like kind of make our place known, make our names known. Sending one up one more time for everyone who's with us and who didn't make it with us all the way.
We've all worked really hard to get to this day finally. It's been a long 4 years, especially with the pandemic. Just really excited to be here with everybody. I'm gonna miss all of you, and I can't wait to see what the rest of life has in store for every single one of you.